And this is the Shield final of the men's competition, and it is Guardians against Lingus. Both teams are competing in the Premier League, with Guardians being only 2 points ahead of Lingus in the ranking, but with Lingus having won both matches against Guardian in the league. So there's going to be another good show. And first serve. We have an overpass, good watch from the middles of Lingus, and great spike down the line. Time for pipe, and set for the backcourt opposite, taking on the setters. Frontcourt opposite for Lingus, very powerful spike from the captain, and point for Lingus. Number 17 on Guardian side. We've seen him before. If you wonder, he was the coach for the previous match. So today he already has won a trophy and is chasing for the second. Good pass, good set. Great spike, but even better block. Number 1 again already. 2 points on his match report. Good serve, but Libero great receive using pipe. Line judge shows out. Referee had a mishap a bit because he unsignaled the ball for Guardians, but actually the ball was judged out and it was his mistake. So Guardian back in rotation, and we are at 3-0. Another good serve, another good receive. And tip now, well covered. Tip from Lingus. Now Connor fighting with the outside hitter. Kick to keep the ball in place. Out of the system. But great point by number 3 there. A bit of everything on this action, even a bit of soccer, why not? To all the coaches out there, it's always good to train a bit of footwork playing soccer, even in volleyball. Now Connor to the serve. Great pass, great spike, but defended. Getting a free ball again, going again. Another great defense there from Guardian setter, and getting another free ball. And let's try a power push shot there, but against the block. Block was strong and solid, unsuccessful this time. 2-3. It's gonna be a very close match. And 3-0. 3-0, sorry. A good serve, put the Libero in trouble. Out of system set, was looking for a pipe. Player from the backcourt doesn't present itself. We've seen it before, a bit of early nerves when you start your first set of a final. So I'm quite sure that this is just the beginning, and good spike for the middle there. Didn't fall on the floor, Libero picked it up, but too far away for any one of his teammates to reach. Good float serve from number 4. Going through the middle, missed it a bit, but getting itself a free ball, and great point from number 2 there. Kind of you already start seeing the two-go players we have on both sides. Number 2 being very reliable. For Guardians, and number 1 being very reliable for Lingus so far. Oh, that was a good action. Play with the block, good recover. Now probably same tip. Block was going to catch the ball, missed the ball, so found the net, and that's a net touch for number 5 of Guardians. So now it's the middle serving for Lingus. We've seen on the female competition that they were pretty good at finding the middle in defense when the middle was serving. This time it goes long, more to the outside hitter player, but still successful because just close to the line, impossible to defend. Now it's the middle of Guardians taking the serve. That's a very good pass, great set, played through the hands of the block, but defended, and number 18, sorry, to use a nice block out. Scored 7-5 for Guardians now. It's another float serve, which is pretty good. The line judge raises flag, but the referee says otherwise. Coach setter of Guardian has something to say because the referee actually did lift that flag, but ultimately is the first referee call. Referee seen the ball in, seen the ball in, bringing back Lingus at only 1 point distance. That was a top spin serve, a bit of a short toss there to deliver that serve efficiently. Number 5 with standing serve. Bit easy on our Lingus side. Number 1 from the backcourt. Now back to 18. Put the ball between the block and the net. Great perception of the block belly position, being a bit off of the net. So great skill there from the outside hitter of Guardians. That's another good serve there. Great defense. Setter front court, setter dump as we call it. Could see that coming, middle didn't jump on it. Being maybe was thinking was one hand setting that ball. And ball falls on the floor. So then forces the coach of Lingus, Piotr Pieczek, to call timeout. Four-point leads for Guardians. And number 5 back to the serve. Overpass from Lingus and middle on a good watch from Guardians, closing the ball. Good serve, out of system set, picked by the block, able to recover it. Taking on one of the banners. That's a free ball for Guardians, number 18, but picked up by the libero. Now the setter went to fight the middle on that ball. Wasn't enough. Middle was just slightly above him. Picked the ball and put it on the court. It's a good pass on the setter hands, but outside hitter this time can't find the court on a good ball. Probably they are all thinking we need to find a solution, we need to find a set out. How do we do that? That's normal. Well, still consistent pass, going back to the opposite, a very powerful hit. And that's how they find their side out. It's 1 point at a time. Now it looks 6-point lead for Guardians, but if you take it with calm, you can close the gap and then perhaps even out and then maybe go on top. That's how volleyball works. Now it's a good pass, number 18, and another great spike, somehow defended, but free ball for Guardians. Number 18 again on it, and another great defense from the libero Lingus, and now it's a number 4 to close the point, and it doesn't. Catches the gaps between the two blockers, and there is nothing the defense can do on that. Good pass. Now the number 18 trying to play with the block, and it does it successfully. Catches the hand of the setter, ball out. And now number 18 to serve. So far the two outside hitter for Guardians, they've been very liable to for their setters. Lingus still need to find a bit more of consistency, but that was a good point scored by the middle there. The middle goes to serve. Jump floating there. Perfect pass. Set, spike, and again, very good. It's going to get very difficult for Lingus if the passes of Guardians are so perfect, because at that point they really have a lot of option. Make it very difficult for the blockers to position the block, and impossible for the defense to defend. So they have to, Lingus really has to push a bit more from the baseline. Now, as Guardian does in this case, pushing Lingus play out of system and then gaining themselves another point. That's a nice top spin from the middle, catches the antenna though. Now Lingus with 3 front court players able to spike. The other back court on the serve, pushes this ball, pick up the tip. And now Guardians to the offense with a nice pipe, but the tip get intercepted by number 1 with a block. And point for Lingus. Coach Lingus trying to give information on where to serve, where does he want to serve. The serve goes to the libero with a perfect pass, but good block from Lingus player there, but even better block from Guardians with the point. I guess you're a coach, you've been on the bench for 5 sets trying to motivate your players, and you end up winning that match. You're going to play the next match as a setter They're probably pretty good, motivated. You know, want to release all the energy that you built up there sitting on the bench. And that's what Connor is doing now. He's just delivering a top A game for his team. And, oh, that was beautiful. That was really a great shot off the top hands of the block. That's something we don't see often. You know, players catching the ball that's so up high, they're playing with the top of the block, but that was really, really nicely delivered. It's a good floating serve, but another perfect pass. Playing with the middle. Good touch on the block, and a good touch there. Replay with the outside hitter, but number 14 showing really, really a great blocking skills. Now this middle, I know him for a while. He used to play with Netforce in Cork. Well, used to play with UCC. Moved to Dublin last year for work and joined Guardians. I think Guardians are delighted to have him. It's another good block. James is doing a good job there. And forces Lingus to another timeout. 20-12 to Guardians. Trying to reset, build up a bit of momentum for the next set, probably. It's true that it's not handed, but when you play and you're in that situation, you kind of know that, you know, mathematics will tell you that the odds are not in your favor. So the best you can do is just like build as many points as you can to go in a good mood on the second set. We've seen it before, it's a long game. There's 5 sets to play if you bring it that far. So losing one set is not the end of the match. That was a good shot from number 1, and forces on a free ball that goes out. A serve miss. Well, this is the last thing the coach wants to see now, but even the players are trying to push a bit more to create disruption on the other court, so it's the mistake can happen when you're trying to push. Receiver Guardian has been very close to perfect, so I can understand why they want to force the serve. On the other hand, Guardians has been very effective from the 9 meters line, and James keep adding points. And not this one, not this time. Okay. Number 1 has missed the serve earlier on a short toss. Now close to the end line. I can understand why you would say that it could have been in, but no, judged out by the referee, and I think the referee made a right call there. There is a substitution now. It looks like it's a double sub. Setter and opposite setter, bring in 3 player, front court to spike. And probably even for the coach to see, anyway, there's only a couple of points left to play, maybe on this set, but That was a good call. Let's see what my bench player can do. Can they deliver something better? Maybe, you never know. Foot for touch for the coach of Lingus on the next set. That was a good pass from the libero now, and a really, really great spike down the line from the number 14. Just entered the court. That's definitely foot for touch for the coach there. Although the opposite has been really performing, is probably one of the best performers on Lingus. So it's great to have two good opposites at your disposal. That's good shot from the middle, somehow recovered by Lingus. Again, great block, then double block, and I'll go for the pipe tip, and slightly short, just not pushed enough to make it over the net. Another point earned by Lingus, as I said, as many points as I can do, one at a time, bring back a bit of momentum, go back to the second set. Number 18 has decided, nope, not on my watch. Want to go. Want to finish this set as fast as possible. And now goes to the baseline. That's a good top spin serve, but perfect pass. Play with the middle. Play through the hands of the outside hitter blocker. And another small point for Lingus. 1 + 1 + 1. We'll get there. We asked a bit more to the Lingus player from the baseline. I'm sure the coach asked them to. They serve probably shows that they're trying a bit too much, a bit too hard. The moment they have to find the court, and then they can find the power. So they swap court, 25-17 for Guardians. I don't think that's gonna be the match. I think this first set hasn't seen the best of Lingus yet, so I'm quite sure they're gonna get tighter in points, probably even tighter in set. So be ready for everything. Guardians player look pretty confident. here to the start of the second set. I think Coach Lingus really liked the performance of number 14, kept him on court, but confirmed the first setter that started the first set. And all the other players have been confirmed as the end of the set. Third side out for Lingus, her number 4 scoring off the hands of the block. From Guardians lineup looks pretty much the same as the first set, and we said it before, team that wins, why to change? And now number 14, number 7 put up a nice double block against number 5. We've seen Guardians top scorer are the 2 outside hitter, probably, and the middle number 14 with a good block and serve. So opposite could do probably slightly bit more, but has been a good player for Guardians. And now it's 4 touches called by the first ref. It's I didn't see any block there, so both Guardians. And number 2 going to serve. Flow dropping down, causing an overpass. And referee called an overreach from the setter, which over Lingus, that it's at the moment is backcourt. Another good foot serve, but well received by number 10. Great pickup on number 12 down the line on that spike. Oh, that was a very odd set, but wasn't the worst. Now number 18 got a bit greedy down the line. It was a nice shot, but a bit wide. And now there is a good serve, but even a better pass. No block touch called by the referee. Ball went out. Now Guardians receive is still one of the best receive ever. Like always playing on a good pass. Guardian players still complaining about that block touch. Probably causing a bit of distress on Lingus players, and they with the ball out, and Guardian serve. Guardian players have something to say to the ref. Jump foot serve, overpass again. Setter finishes on the net. Another point for Guardians. Now we've seen James first serving from 1, and now it goes to position 5 to 5. Good block by the player number 9. Guardians look very good on all departments. Middles are blocking, outside hitters are scoring. Setter very precise. Libero is machine and defense and pass. And opposite so far, not called too much, do a job, but doesn't matter, like you play as a team. But still, it was there, even on this shot, great positioning, so the middle blocker could close, leaving no space to hit to the outside hitter of Lingus. So very solid team so far. Another overpass and a kill from number 18. Now Guardian taking 3-point lead. It kind of looks like a spit image of the first set. I really hope that Lingus can showcase a bit more of their qualities. I can see definitely the qualities in them. Might be the tension, might be an off Saturday. You never know. But it's another race for James. And now he tried a bit to be cheeky, changed his way of serve, wanted to fall on a short ball. And why not? You know, you have 4-point lead. You have the control of this set of the match so far, so you can afford to do that. That's a good pass from the libero, and ball out from number 18. Still claiming from a block touch. Nobody is admitting the block touch. Referee didn't see the block touch, so it's... Oh, no, just a change of mind from the referee side, and captain of Lingus trying to get some clarification. Well, ended up with points for Guardians. Good pass, good set, good spike, great defense from the opposite. Another point score for Guardians. Lingus can't find a right way to get out of this situation. Now they try through the middles, but another good defense from Guardian opposite. Now power tip for number 18, not successful, finds the net before the block. And that's probably what Lingus needed, a nice side out. Oh, that's probably the first receive that hasn't gone on the top of the set of hands. But still able to play with the block, get themselves the opportunity of a pipe, and then pipe calls for pipe, more successful on the Lingus side this time. Good float, but another receive on the top of the hands of the setter. See, picked up by the libero, and another good play at the hand of the block from number 10. Closing distance now for Lingus. Calling for a sub, and they were calling for a sub, but not allowed. So keep playing as it is. Oh, that's a great defense. Free ball for Guardians now. Off the end of the block, but picked up. Libero on the ground and then back up to get the ball. Another free ball for Guardians. Pushed to the outside hitter, and now this is a close point. And now the sub will be allowed. That's a good out. Oh, that was antenna before block again. It was a good serve from number 18. And I managed to gain Guardian a couple of actions, but kind of out of measure for the last spike. And this one as well, a ball a bit too short. Might be already below the net by the time the spiker got to swing it. Still decided to swing it down, so they had a bit no way out. Only 1 point behind Guardians for Lingus, back in the game. Number 2, but good touch on the block, and then number 4 blocks. There's a good blocking position for the setter of Guardians. The middle really can close nicely. So if you go between the 2 players, you're not gonna find a gap. You're gonna just get your ball bounced back. And that's what I just said. We got even a better blocking now because with the rotation Guardian dead, James got back to be the middle. Number 9 did a good job with blocking, but James has been really a tough client for Lingus so far. The hardest that he's on his hand, the hardest come back. That's an out of jail card for Lingus. Rotation. And only 2 points behind. See if they can close this gap. Oh, that was a great play there. The pass was really tight on the net, but Connor managed to save that ball. Full the middle, left one outside hitter with single block. All the defense of Lingus was not ready to take the ball. Great point. That was a good pass, but setter decided to go to the opposite. Not sure if the opposite wasn't ready or the set was a bit too in. I should know that. I should have seen him play more. Try to do the same, it's true. Like with number 1 back in court, it should be the player to go to, but they don't seem to find the right chemistry between the 2 of them, between the set and the spiker. And you can even see the outside hitter say, no, I just gave the ball to the outside hitter. You know, it's a too good ball. Now we go to the middle, and a great point score there. Yeah. Now the pass is a bit off considering the Guardian standard, and misunderstanding between player number 1 and 10 who takes this ball. Maybe he's right. Coach of Lingus calling timeout now. There's a bit of confusion in court. Just put clear ideas in mind. Responsibility, roles needs to be clearly defined in order to avoid this situation. Guardian very solid. You can see Connor coaching and playing at the same time, giving information to his team. And it's really nice to see when your team, even though you're a player, still kind of relies on you for some coaching instruction. There's no coach on the bench, so you still need that person that will take the lead. And all the other players rely on. And as long as your performance is consistent and reliable, you can do that. It becomes a bit problematic when the performance might not be your best. You might be out of your game, and that can happen to anyone. And at that point, when you play and coaches, it kind of becomes a problem for your teammates, because then they are missing the person that to rely on. But it's not the case today for Guardians. Guardians are solid. They're not leaving any space to Lingus to come back, even when Lingus are 1 point behind or close to even out. They said, no, we have the control of this match. We are not gonna let you take anything. And it really looks like that. They're there on defense. The block is tight. And that was a good block for number 7 there. Is trying to prove that they can stop them. Nice to see that fight. Now it's a substitution for Lingus. Number 4 now to the serve, a great float serve. Libero picks it up, Connor ran for it. Still plays an amazing set for the outside hitter. And now it's the opposite, going with ball through the middle, still picked up. And number 20 closing down this ball. Closing up a bit. It's nice to see. Good pass, and now opposite. Going for a big jump, high reach, but number 20, it's a good blocker there. Very hard to pass. So only 2 points distance now for Lingus. Oh, that ball was coming down. Great shot for number 18. I might have go too early saying that number 2 was the person to go to. Number 18 say, yeah, I'm actually the one that can do that from the left side. And now James from serve, go back to 5, hard receive. But another great shot there, long cross, 20, nobody's there. Good receive, now the opposite with a volley. Gives good spike number 1, defense from 2, overpass, and close by 20. Now 1 point distance, and timeout for Guardians. Well, it's good to see Lingus picking up back the pace of the game, giving more trouble to Guardians. As you said, like, it doesn't matter, at least I don't have a favorite, so it doesn't matter who really wins, but we want a good show, good volleyball. We don't really want one team annihilating the other one. It's a final. We want a fight. Seven back to serve, good deep, too deep. Number 5, now taking the serve. It might look like a simple serve, but it's just placed in the right place. It caused an overpass and a kill for his teammate. So at the end of the day, it's a very efficient serve. Now that was a good block out by player number 20. And number 1 to serve is a top spin serve. Hasn't created too much damage so far in the match, but yeah, here it is. Go for it. Sometimes you just have to find the right power, speed, and it might take you a couple of serve in order to do that. So then when you achieve it, then you become a bad client for the opponent, and I think that's the serve proved it. Yeah, and now it's kind of a bit stronger. pushes the setter off the net. And now goes from the backcourt. Great defense there. But free ball for Lingus. Going through the middle, and it was a great shot. That was in. Line judge says out. Everybody says out. Good receive there. Ball to number 20 and down cross. Libero pick it down. Great defense and nice out of system set. Nice and close tight to the net. Maybe a bit too tight. The player tried to play with the block, but block was just not there. You know, you think the block is gonna be there. You're so close to the net, but the blocker just said, "No, I'm not jumping on that one." Good call. Oh, great serve by number 20 there. That's a free ball for Lingus. Playing another time with number 4, and great spike. But judge out by the first ref. I can confirm to the spectator watching from home that the ball was out. We rewatched it on camera. I got confirmation the ball was out, but I can't give that information to the referee because we do not have challenge system in place yet. Carry call to number 14, and still 1 point behind for Lingus. Keeping the chase on, but not quite close on it. Oh, perfect pass, and go for a spike. Not this time, but the block did remove their hand, so the ball goes out. And finally, they close fully the gap. Well, they take the lead now. Guardians players, they still look pretty relaxed, in control. And that was a great block out for number 2. And that's a tough client. That's the player you don't want to have on the baseline when you're trying to take the lead of a match. So it was a great serve coming to the libero. Tip on the hands of the block. Block with the hands not on the other side. Managed to get a decent side out now. Asking for the next server. It's correct. So setter goes to serve for Lingus, having 3 front court spiker. Good spike, great defense, but no one fast enough to pick up that ball off the defense. And set point for Guardians now. Timeout for Lingus. Back on the game now. 1 set ball. See if the timeout has the outcome that the Lingus coach is hoping for. No, but it's a good pass. Playing off the block, set her out. Libero setting that ball, resulted more of a free ball for Lingus. Good set. And now we're going with a pipe. And back to the opposite, but great block by number 18. That was a great way to finish a set. Just give the right boost of morale to go and close the third set there. But it was a fair play to Lingus to make a comeback, and it's so close. Might be hope for them for the third set. Back in action for the third set. We see another perfect pass for the Guardians players. Nice play through the middle. It's a good serve. It's almost a free ball, but it's a nice free ball for Guardians. Great defense from Lingus Libero. Another good defense by number 20, Tip. And Libero setting there. Ooh, that was really a power tip. We'll call it a push, but referee lets go. And number 1 closes the point. Now, new rules haven't come to place yet, but definitely the tip that you're seeing from number 2 next year definitely is not going to be allowed if the rules that they're going to be tried out during the VNL will be approved. And then number 14. So we see our Lingus coming with number 14 as an outside hitter. We've seen under 14 playing before and has been a very good asset to our Lingus team when he played. And probably is the right choice to use an outside hitter. Number 1 has been a decent opposite at the moment, so they probably need 2 good finishers at the moment out of measure with that pipe, bit too wide. I think it was claiming a touch from the block. Referee says no. Ball still to Guardians. So it was a good pass and an even better spike, and yep. Good point. And that's another good pass. I'm going to play with the middle. Well watched this time by their Lingus blockers. And now we have a replay because the referee blew the whistle too early. Probably Guardian players are not too happy about it. Very likely they were able to get that point if let go, but once the referee whistle for the point, and then he has to backtrap himself, he can't really guess what's going to happen next. So it's just next serve, replay the point. Good serve, good pass. Nice block, but great cover by number 2. And finish off by number 18. In English, they say the ball doesn't lie. And that's true. The ball doesn't lie. Now, number 14 has been very efficient from the 9-meter line, and sometimes variates the server 1-1 or 5-5. Now decides 1-1. The setter drives the ball over the net, so he faked the set. But the ball actually did not pass the net, ended up bouncing on himself. Still stick to 1-1. Try to pick the libero there, and might be right. The pass wasn't precise. And the spike goes out. I think Guardians are really determined on finish it here on 3 sets. Good touch by the block. And another ball spiked out. It's a bit of frustration now building up between the players of Lingus. Now the middle came back to play the backcourt. Maybe the coach understood they're targeting that corner of the court, try to mix it all up, but there was another great serve, ended up on a free ball for Guardians, that plays through the middle and point. Lingus can't really find the pace to get back into the game. That doesn't change the fact that they're a great team and they could come back anytime. So that's why the coaches call timeout. The coach knows what these players are capable of, and the coach always believes his player till the very end, till the referee blows the end of the game. The coach knows that the player can deliver. Even before the player, sometimes they don't know, but the coaches will always believe them. And that's why we call timeout, because we want you back in the game, and that's what the Lingus coach does. And hopefully we see a bit more of this match. Quite sure Guardians players did not have too much to talk about. There is a sub of setter for Lingus side. Guardians is not gonna let them breathe. So that was a good call. We had a good pass, it was a good set, but the Guardians player were expecting their play. They were ready with the block, a very solid block there, and very good point. Now serve out, but very nice trick for James there. There's 6 points advantage for Guardian, so there was a really well kept service trick. Oh, that was a good defense, but hardly to be kept in play by his teammates. Side out, ball to Guardians again. But this time, Lingus players, they need to think that they need to score 2 balls out of 3 to close the gap. That was a good left-handed shot by number 20. Down to the corner. So to close, normally when there is a big gap in front of you and to close it, you can't think of, oh, I need to get to them. You know, I need to chase 6 points on a service trick. That's very rare to do, you know, like it's easier to do when you're at advantage. That's what you are chasing. But if you put yourself in a position, look, I need to score 2 balls out of 3. So if you consider a bunch of 3 balls to be played, and you say, you know, I only have scored 2 balls out of 3, and every 3 you reset, that's how you're gonna gain back the advantage. And that's what they have to think. That's what they have to be there in mind. You know, as long as I score 2 balls out of 3, I'll get back to them. And with this score, they are probably gonna go ahead if they think like that. That was a good spike. There was a defense that resulted in a slash and even a better spike. Now the Lingus players are going to challenge the referee on a possible net touch, but the referee just replied, look, the net touch was done by your player number 5, so go back and serve. That was a good pass, double touch, yes, the bounce twice on. If it wasn't double touch, it would have been a 4 touches anyway. And that was a good play through the middle. Probably ball would have gone out, but number 12 intercepted in defense. Then rethought his movement, so was trying to remove the hands, but didn't do fast enough. So ball caught him before going out. And that's a good spike, a good play there, touch on the block, and amazing spike from number 1 there. Like it's we knew they were capable of, we just need more of it. Serve too deep. Score of 13-7 for Guardians. Now another missed service and number 5 to the baseline. That was a good serve, but a good pass. Yeah, that was a great spike. I thought it pitched the line. Line judge said, nope, out. But that is just another statement of how confident Guardians play look like now. Just to go for very difficult, ambitious shot, and they are successful. Or even if they're unsuccessful, they don't bother too much. No. Got lacking on a block, power tip by number 1, and now it's a timeout for Guardians. I don't think Guardians has much to worry, but yes, they definitely, you see number 1 getting confident and more confident every point that passes by, so they don't want that, and that's what that timeout is called. For, you know, just to put Lingus back in place. Tell your players, look, guys, 2 sets up, 3 points ahead. Yeah, we got unlucky in couple of shots. Keep going, and let's bring it home. On the other side, I said, guys, we're back on the game. Only 3 points distance. Can't close the gap. Take the lead, go into this set, bring it to the 5th. That's a good serve, pass off the net, and great block. So that was on one of the rare passes that we have seen off the net for Guardians, not being perfect, only being good. I still declare that a good pass, but really Guardians libero has gotten accustomed to having plus all the time, so. Oh, that was what he was looking for, just like I didn't get with the first attempt. Now the second attempt got intercepted by the block. Here we are, that's my line. Great statement by number 2 there. Now the difficult pass resolved by number 5. And number 2 now playing with the block. Nice block out, brings back Guardians to a 4-point lead. Safe comfort zone there. Another good serve. Unprecise on this one set. And that was well played by the Lingus players because they didn't fall on the Guardian setter movement. They just took to the ball. The ball was passing to their side, intercepted the ball, and closed the point. Oh, that's a good pass. Trying to play with the pipe, player not ready for it. Very tight set, try to push ends of the block, but number 14 has shown it all the game, all the match through. Like, you can't use him on the net. Like, he's stronger, he's a better blocker, so even if you try to push the ball into his hand, it just comes back. So that's another solution needed to be found that. I'm quite sure he'll come to my same conclusion pretty soon. Number 20 say, yeah, I'm gonna avoid number 14. I'm gonna go down to a tight cross and just score the point. That was a good pass, good intention. Try to play again with the pipe. Number 2 called present to that, but brought down the arm a bit, finds the net instead of the court. Lingus supporters getting hopeful. Free ball for Lingus. Going to the opposite. Great pick up. Now number 20. Gain himself another free ball. Great pass from the middle. And now number 1 now playing with the block now. I don't know what the blockers are arguing about. Ball was in. Oh, that was a tight cross. It's saved. And player on the net. So number 4 now serving. That was a shot that he tried before going short, and is finally successful at it. Bringing Guardians back, 3 points lead, timeout for Lingus. Rightly called by the coach. James has been really a player that has led this stream through. Not that the other players didn't, but like he was there with his block, he was there with his serve. He finally got the ace that he wanted to. So great call from the coach over Lingus to stop him from the streak, where he went on a 5 or 6 point streak earlier. So yeah, they don't want to repeat that. Let's see if he's gonna repeat that, but no, they did put a player on it. Great receive by number 14, and even better spike by number 20. That was a great play by Lingus. They're closing up. Like Lingus have found a bit more of control of the ball. Our serve was close to the line, but not in, according to the referee. Another good receiver. Lingus player number 20 is stepping up to make sure that this match doesn't end here, and is doing it with great shot, confident shot. And a nice floating serve. And a great play by number 18 off the hands of the block. So you're floating point by point. Now again, they need at least to win 2 balls in a row. Closing by 1. Then another 2 balls. And they'll be even. 2 out of 3. Oh, that was a great defense. Another great defense. And a great closure by number 14. Now this is a point closed by number 14, but kept alive by number 2. That's an amazing, outstanding defense performance there. Now trying to find who's the next server. Middle to the baseline. There's 2 point gap. Need to score at least 1 now. And that's a good closure on the block. Going again, and that's nice, tidy by the Lingus player, so now -1. Trying to keep this match alive as much as possible. I've seen DVC doing it earlier. So Lingus can do it now. Probably is the last thing that the setter of Guardians wants, is another tiebreak. But with this shot, the Lingus player really said, no, it's not gonna hand here. There we go, we want more. Now I think Guardians has another timeout on their hands. Not sure if they're gonna use it now. And up, another great closure by number 5. Might not be the tallest player, but really good blocker. He jumps on time, put the hand on the other side. Doesn't matter how you jump, just how much you can. Put your hands on the other side and wrap them around the ball. That's not a good serve. Tip on the net. And now it's Lingus getting the 2-point lead. And that's the timeout we were looking for. Guardians. And here back on court, good pass, good spike, good set, everything. That's what they were looking for. And now it's 1-point distance. I'm quite sure Guardians wants to close it here, so they're gonna try to push the serve. But number 14 is doing, oh, the setter dump on a middle serving. Number 5 resolving this set for Lingus. And going to the serve. Ooh. Yeah, that was point for Lingus. Not touch. So it's a set point for Lingus now. That's a great serve, perfect pass, setter dump on this side, well picked up by the libero. Number 14, off the hand of the block, forcing Guardians to swap side and going to the 4th set. And really, if you were Guardian setter, you just can't see a replay of the previous match. Now, he won the previous match going to the tiebreak, but probably it's the last thing he wants now, another 5 set. Meanwhile, I shouldn't say that, but it's 5 o'clock and our boys should be starting their match against Romania, in Romania. So if you have 2 screens at home, just turn them on. One watching this final and one can watch the under 18 Irish boys playing for the second round of European qualifier. Back to the fourth set, and the clap you're hearing is the Lingus supporter in the venue. Lingus managed to come back from hell, and supporters now are cheering for them to make the full comeback. That's great block, even better cover. Now go through the middle, and James scored this one. I think James is 100% by now between block, serve, and receive, and spike. I think Guardians now say, okay, enough. We've been chasing each other. We just want to go home. Let's see, but I don't think Lingus is gonna like that, and they don't. So side out. Great use of the block there by number 14. Number 14, as an outside hitter, has been a great asset to Lingus. So fair play to the coach. The coach knows his player, knows how to use them best. So he kind of had a sense that number 14 was ready to play on the first set. Didn't use him on the second, not just only for a sub, but then I said, no, we need him on court. We need all the score we possibly have, and great use of him as an outside hitter. Very consistent on pass, scoring. While the referee and players are fixing the antenna, there's some good dance move here. But back into the game now. Ooh, I think that is the first ace that Guardian took. And that could be a sign of tiredness, or maybe just kind of checked out a bit from the match. But so far, Guardians receive has been just perfect. And back to another good pass, good play through the middle, and James back to this scoreboard there. Good serve, and Lingus pass has grown through the match, and you can see the outcome now. Set a call for a pipe, player not ready. I was seeing that a couple of times earlier. And now opposite going for a shot, was out, but was called blocked out by the referee. Seems referee to be right. The Lingus player not complaining. Just number 14 doesn't really quite know what was whistled. And Guardian to the serve. Great, down deep, but very good pass. Open up for the opposite of the net, but keep the setter busy. And good defense by number 14, and picked up free ball for Guardians to the opposite, and now blocked by number 20. Number 20 really has stepped up on the previous match. Found a bit more chemistry with the setter. The score is, players point at the score is wrong. It should be 3-3. Player on serve is number 7. And that was a nice pass, nice set, nice spike, but better block. And now it's 1 point lead for Aer Lingus. Oh, that's an overpass and a kill for the middle. Oh, that was a great play through the middles. Oh, first time that was a very odd shot. Yeah, I can't understand why the referee didn't call the double. It was one single touch, but point for Guardians. I'm sorry for my silence. I just trying to figure it out. The players were calling for a fault on that touch. I can understand why the referee said, why should I call it? Double wasn't a double. A carry was maybe a carry. I don't know. So let it through. And a bit of confusion after that. Power tip. Probably double touch there. I don't know. Like, it's getting a bit messy out there. Great pick up from Guardians. But nice closure there. I think the referee is gonna really have to kind of keep both captain at bay. There's a bit too much explanation that it's doing at the moment. And we often say to the players, you know what, it's just a point. There's almost 150 points to be played. 1 point's not gonna change the end of it. But for us players, every point really matters. Now it's always a fight between the two teams, looking at faults, and they're kind of more focusing on the faults the other team made and actually play the match. So I think both teams and players should just put the head on the actual play on the match and keep performing. And that was a great pass, a great set. Good block touch. There. Going there, not a great block touch. Pick up. It's free ball again to number 18. Another referee called net touch by number 5. Even out now. Good pass. Using the opposite backcourt. Great cross shot. I don't know what number 5 is asking. Oh, number 5 was asking for the back row fault of player number 1, but that actually was clear. Just good pass, play through the middle. Middle kind of went on a gap ball while the center played close to it, giving free ball to Lingus that monetized that with a nice block out by number 14. Now number 5 tried to give all power to the ball. A bit of frustration gets with the power and the ball goes out. Lingus now leading of 6 points. Of 3 points, 9-6. Now that's a good pass, good set, great tip. Free ball now. Another tip, big but with a foot. Soccer style, and now that it's played, and no, the referee just took a bit of time before whistling the ball on the floor. It's free ball for Lingus. And the setter says, I have enough of this playing cat and mouse. Give back the ball. Catches the player off guard. And timeout for Guardians. 5 points. Chasing now at Lingus, 11-6. Good serve by number 20. Great action. Blocked by Lingus. Recycle ball. Again, another one. Ended up on a free ball for Erlingus. Player number 14 off the hands of the block, but it's a good block touch. Pipe by number 2. Very nice shot down the corner. No can do for the defense. Now both teams are showing that they can play this match, that they can win this match. The amount of mistake, it's lowering down. There's more precision. Now this was an overpass fought by the setter. Setter is front court, so that was a league in action. Play now with the back row opposite. And up on a nice shot. Great play through the middle. So now Guardians middle are doing the job. They've been the top scorer. they probably have the upper hand against Erlingus middle. Erlingus seems to have found a nice blocking strategy for the outside user and the opposite. They haven't really found a blocking strategy for the middle, and the setter of Guardian knows that's why he's trying to push that game. It's not gonna be an easy job because in order to play with the middle, you still need that perfect pass that they had at the beginning of the match. Now the pass is not as perfect, but they still can do the job. On the other hand, number 14 is really leading her Lingus to be successful on this set. Great play now by number 2 off the hands of the block, and setter of Guardian now to the end line. We know he has a very strategic serve. He just puts the ball exactly where he wants it to be. Now I wanted probably to take number 20 off the spike, but end up short on the net. Number 14 has a nice float serve. Again, another strategic one. Catching on number 2, free ball. Now back to the opposite. Great hit. Power spike goes through the hands of the block. One of the few block James hasn't closed, so it must have been very, very powerful. And now it's another 6-point lead for Lingus. Yeah, no, libero, good pass through the middle, and yeah, point. So when Guardians is able to play through the middle, they're really able to do some damage there. Now substitution for the Lingus, number 4 in for number 14. Probably to give more energy to player of Lingus number 14. A bit of a sub on a back row. Oh, that was another great play through the middle. You look at the body language of the Lingus players; they're all happy, cheering. Finally, they found that balance that they were looking for. They couldn't find on the first 2 sets, and are taking the advantage of this good momentum to not to let Guardians coming back to the game, letting us believe that there's going to be another tiebreak. And probably a ball would have gone out when number 4 decided to intercept it in defense, but touch wasn't a perfect touch to recover that ball. So another point for James, who now goes to the serve line. So he moves towards 1. I believe it's going to be 1-to-1 serve. And correct. And he goes and pick up the libero again. He has been targeting the libero before, and he has been successful. So I'm expecting to do that. So he really moves to target a player. And even if that gives away his intention, it doesn't matter. It's a nasty serve. So if they can't receive it, doesn't matter if they know where the ball is going beforehand. And that was a great block by number 1. Probably not the best solution with the ball that was given. And another power serve, but able to play through the middle again. So point for Guardians. Now they're moving point to point. Lingus doesn't mind that because they still have that 4-point lead. It'll probably be safer to scoring a couple of points more. Oh, that's a perfect pass, playing back row opposite, catching the head of the middle blocker and scoring the point. And now serve for number 20. Great, great shot by number 15 there. Pass down the line, go to cross. And I mean, and when I say that, it means that he passed on the right hand side of the setter hands, which he was the player at the block, but not down the line on a shot cross. That normally means that the block left way too much net to play with. Now Lingus closing 1 point the gap, trying to do what Guardians trying to do what Lingus did on the third set. Let's see if Lingus will allow. Number 4 say no. I came in for a reason. Number 14 can play with the block, but so can I. And they're willing to keep that 4-point lead. Ball out on this serve. Maybe they don't want to just give free rotation to Guardians like that. Keep them busy, keep them tired. Make them work for them points. Now it's a good block by the setter. Like Connor, he's really definitely the one that doesn't want to go to a tiebreak. So I wonder if... Oh, there's going to be a timeout for Lingus now, and perhaps the coach is considering bringing back number 14. Oh, good timeout call by the coach. Point of the coach. Now it's a slash and a closure. That was very good. Good point closed there. Ooh, almost hit the opposite of Guardians, but no, ball out. Still 3 points lead, 4 points to go to the tiebreak, 3 points far away Guardians to catch up. Now try to play through the middle, but Guardians is on a good watch. And now number 5 was there to cover that tip, and I said, I'm not only covering the tip, I'm also scoring the point, because give me an easy ball and I make you pay for it. That's a player that, of course, has experience and vision of the game, and that's a tough player to play against. Game changer for Lingus, number 5. And great block by number 10, by number 20 now. So now we have 5-point leads, 2 points to go to the tiebreak. And that was a good defense. And now this spike can't really find the top of the ball. He knows it himself. He shows it now, just like I didn't hit it on the top, and yeah, that was the case. It's a good serve, a great save there. Now play with the block, great defense by number 2. Get a shot to close that one. Can't believe that defense and pick up, but no, can't get to a third touch on it. It's 2 points. Oh, great spike, but even better defense by Connor there. Libero comes in and blocked by number 10 and 7. And that's a set point there to go to the tiebreak, and a 4-set point to do so. That's a good pass. Now there's the middle of Guardians and in. Oh, it doesn't give the block touch, so another ball to play. For a second, the middle of Guardians didn't know what to do, so just stayed in the floor, not standing up. Not Guardian, sorry, on the over Lingus. And now the middle Guardians know what to do from the baseline. This time a good... Ooh, that probably was going out. And that's the setter that leaves the middle with no block because goes for a fake. I don't know what number 1 has to complain, but... Oh, probably got hit on the leg by a player of Guardians and calls for the referee, but the referee cannot do anything unless the player really interfered. Anyway, that is tiebreak for you. And drop a comment, who's gonna win it? Lingus finish the full comeback, or is gonna just be a replay of the previous match with the girls, with the Guardians girl leading 2-0, then being evened out by DVC and then ending up winning the tiebreak? Can the Guardians guys do the same? Let us know. I'm back here for the 5th set. There is no certainty who's gonna win this one. There is only one certainty. This is gonna be the last set. So far we never knew, but this is the last. So who wins this wins it all. Lingus confirming number 4 instead of number 14. Guardians confirming the full lineup as they ended the 4th set. Oh, that's a great pass by the libero and a great shot by number 2 that catches the block off guard a bit off the net. So ball all on his side instead of Guardian side. That's a good pass by number 20. Number 4 down the line, and that's showing why he got confirmed. It's a great choice by number 5. They weren't expecting that. Super short serve, too short. That was a great point by Lingus. 2-2. It's free ball now gained by Lingus players. Go back to the opposite. Ball out. It was a bit too wide for a really tight cross. Hoping on a different outcome, maybe. Now James going 1-to-1, going to pick up that libero. The outside hitter. Decide I take the ball. Setter tried to make a miracle. Somehow they recycle that ball. And then it's number 5 to get this shot, but not the glory. And it's 3-3. Oh, that's a perfect pass. Great shot and great defense there. It's a free ball. Let's see if now it's going to go through the middle. So far they've been successful. Now back to the outside hitter. That pays off. Oh, that's a lovely backside for number 20. Catches everybody by surprise and leave the full court to spike on. I think there's a bit of tiredness now showing up on all the players, both sides. So the rally is not as long as they have been in the previous sets. It's very controlled serve and receive. Call for the pipe. This time ready for it. Great shot. A great defense, but better block. I've seen that before. That combination with Connor and the middle, it's very efficient for Guardians. They're able to close that players, and that calls for substitution for team back in. Being left-handed has a bit of more shots and angles to play with that tight block. And that goes in. And so say now, because he catches the ball at a different angle, and it's an unusual angle as well for an outside hitter. You don't see many left-handed outside hitter. The blockers are not trained to cover those angles, and it happens most of the times a block out. That's a pipe, but not powerful enough, so we're going backcourt for the opposite. A bit too greedy on this ball, or maybe out of time. I don't know, I should ask him later, but finds the net and not the court. 6-5 for Guardians. Oh, that received now, just roll on the hand of the setter, a bit wet. Lingus coach for a timeout. Back to the court. And number 14 saying, look, I might have one bad pass, not gonna happen again, and I'm gonna go and score this one. Very efficient from the front court. Now, bad client serving now. It's player number 5 for Lingus. 1-1, perfect pass for the libero, trying to go through the middle. They knew that it was happening, put a double block on it, and found measure there. And now it's 7-7. Who's gonna take the point? That is line judge says out, referee says out. And swap court. Oh, that's gonna cause a bit of an upset there. Player number 14 calling for a block touch, not given by the referee, so point for Guardians, 2-point lead now. From this position, I cannot help, cannot really say it was there or not. And now, great shot, great defense, and a call for a line center foul, but it wasn't, because it wasn't the foot, it was the hand and part of the body of the player. And now was a set going on the other side, but even the coach of Lingus stopped complaining, keep playing. The player just did not come this way with the foot. And timeout called by Lingus coach. Second timeout now. Well, I'm gonna tell you guys, if Guardians comes on top, I believe that player that is serving now number 17 is gonna be crown of the tiebreak, king of the tiebreak. I get the crown. Number 14 does not wanna give him any crown, so it's a no. I'm gonna close the gap, going to serve and do some damage now. Going looking for player number 2. Now force to go player number 5, but it's a good block in now. And now 1 point chase. Wow, that was a great pick up from the setter. Play to the middle again, but this time a different corner. And very successful. No, it's only a 2-point chase there for Lingus. They don't have to lose their mind. Check which players do you have, which one is the most reliable to score their point, go to that player. He picks number 20, ball a bit too tight, well handled though. And now number 13. Wow, that was a killer shot by number 20, just off the top of the block. Again, they keep it tight, they keep it close. Lingus seemed really determined to not let this game go, but another perfect pass by the libero. Number 13, solo on the net. Full court to spike on, a great kill. James going 1-1 with a naughty serve. Number 20 plays with the block. Give it back. Another time, number 5 leave the middle with no block. Just pretending it's gonna go spike, but that's a kind of a bit of deficit of attention because the player number 5 was backward, so was really not in a position to spike that ball. So middle player should have stayed with the block there. But again, we are the 5th set. It's been a long day. I'm quite sure the attention span, it's not the same as it was on the first set. Now number 1 trying a power serve, top in spin serve. It can be dangerous, but just out this time. And 5 to the serve. I think it's now or never for Lingus. That's a good tight pass on the net. Number 20 going long. Libero picks up this ball. 13 for the glory. And brings his team 1 point closer to this victory. Buddy, clap your hands. There is 3 match points for Guardians. And it's really a replay of the previous match so far. And that it is, like the previous match, a mistake of your opponent gives the trophy to Guardians. Well done. Well done to Guardians, well done to Lingus for the great comeback to fight till the very end. They did not let go. I'm sure they have no regrets. Well done to Guardians. It's a club that today has brought everything home. And even earlier yesterday, one player of Guardians brought a trophy home. So fair play to the movement and the club to show such a good volleyball. And it's everything for today. We'll be back tomorrow with under 16 boys shield finals, men cup finals, and women shield finals. So it's another great day of great volleyball here in UL Arena in Limerick. If you're close by, pop in, come and watch live. It's a great show. And if you're not close by, just pop in our YouTube channel and watch the matches. Good night, everyone. See you tomorrow.